This past, weekend I spent some time in St. Luke's up in Duluth. I had went to the Duluth, police station with my folder of evidence. I was trying to talk to them about the situation. I walked in there with a dress shirt tucked into dress pants with a brown belt and shoes. I approached the front desk and he said, "Hey, I'd like to speak to somebody about, this situation." I presented the fact that they said in one of my citations that my driver's license was from Mexico. Obviously, if it were in the court of law, I'd make a quip and say, well, I was never, notified I was supposed to show up to immigration court. But obviously those data entry errors are just something a lawyer can use to, throw water at a case that's highly problematic. Because any problem you can find, shows a potential negligence, potential, lack of doing diligence in the situation. And just wanting it done quick and not done right. So, it's a major problem. But when I was there, it was like prison. Being in a locked part of a hospital is like prison. I had to listen to people talking to themselves, talking about, sex, chomos, talking about, crazy stuff that you'd only hear in an insane asylum. There was this one guy who was yelling at a nurse, talking about he had a living situation in Superior, and these guys are dating these women he lived with, and they're pedophiles, and they got him out of there because he wanted to expose them. And then he was, yelling at the nurse, calling her the B word, saying, "I need to get out of here so I can, inflict basically justice and show that these guys are, chomo faggots and stuff." And then, she said that he needed to remain in his room, and then he said, her female, reproductive organs smell like, I'm not going to repeat it. So, dealing with people like that is insane. And accusing gay people of being pedophiles is indicative of severe mental illness. That's where my concern delves in with Brien. I'm worried that, Brien might have severe mental illness. And I have concerns about, the information in the whole case in general. I've got concerns about Patricia Santiago and her professionalism and potential nepotism. If you were having sex with Peyton, if you're friends with Gavin, that makes you very impartial, and you need to recuse yourself. Matter of fact, if there ever is a case, I'd ask for that immediately. It's not acceptable.